Hey, Coach, so glad you found us on YouTube. Couple things. First of all, make sure you subscribe and like. Second thing is go check Teachhoops. Check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is a roadmap of someone that's done this for 30 plus years. Let me help you with that roadmap. I've already done it. I've put pictures in my gym. Let me help you spend less time, win more games. Go over and check out teachhoops.com.
Go ahead. What
And then
happened?
so we lost by a point, and then the team with like 10 seconds to go, we lost by a point.
No.
Yes, we did. So then they went and beat the hell out of the next team by like 12, 15 points. So, and they won the championship. But my question was, I want to tell you something that I felt like I learned. So we were down by a couple of points with, I don't know, 20 seconds, something like that. And they had the ball on the baseline, and we were making this comeback. And I brought the kids onto the bench, and I said, okay, now we need to get this ball back. They have to go full court to get it. Our press had worked, our zone press had worked for a little bit. It had actually worked at times very well, and at times it didn't. And I was thinking, well, they're gonna try to get it to their best player, who already scored like 31 points. That was another coaching error. I should have doubled that guy the whole game. But anyways, and then I did something. I said, okay, we're gonna man them up, when I probably should have done my zone. But actually, this is what really happened. I asked my assistants, and my youngest assistant, who I coached when he was a freshman, but he's now like 24, 25.
Right.
Smart guy, very smart guy. I said, what do you guys think? And he looked at me, he goes, I think we should man him up. And I thought about it, and I said, well, maybe he's right, because we'll double team the guy that they want to get the ball, and we'll man everybody up, and we'll have somebody on the guy bringing in the ball. But what I should have done was made that decision myself. And looking back on it, I probably should have just gone back to our zone press. They would have freaked out, and we probably would have stole the ball like for the fifth time that game, like we had been doing. So I don't know if you've ever gone through that experience where it's such a high intensity, the place was packed.
Yeah, but you got to go
loud.
with you got to go with your gut, and whatever your gut says. I usually go with my gut in that case, because usually you're getting lots of inputs. Yeah, who knows? They might have scored 3 straight baskets too if you went to it.
Well, the problem, here's what I wanted to tell you. My gut was not telling me anything. That's why I looked at these guys and said, I looked at my two assistants and I said, what do you think? And maybe it was the pressure of the situation. And I had never been that deep.
Right.
As a new coach, this is my 5th season. I'd never been in that. So I don't know how to resolve that in my brain.
You need to keep coaching.
That's it. That was what I thought. I need more experience.
It won't feel like that the next time.
Yes, I agree.
It won't feel like that the next time, and you'll be more like, we're just gonna do this, and here we go. And I mean, that as being like, the more you do it, the more you just kind of, it's overdrive, and you hadn't been there. So again, think of that experience for you, then think of the kids are in the exact same experience. So if you can get there to that game next year, they'll have already experienced it.
That would be nice, but I lost 4 of my starters.
Oh.
Lost 8 seniors.
How many points per game?
Oh, God. If we're scoring, let's say 60, 70, I lost 40, 50.
Ooh, that's tough. I always look at points returning is always what I look at.
Although the kind of team I have 3 horses that are comparable, just not the same size. They're all probably around 6 foot. My other guys are about 6'2", but my new horses, they can move. So that might, we never, but we also they moved us up now. So because we've been in the playoffs the last few years, they moved us up, and so the competition's harder. We moved up a division. So, but anyways, I want to bug you about some questions.
Okay.
How many minutes I got? About 10?
Yeah. Whatever you need.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you're busy, dude. Weight training. I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So my JV coach, the young coach I talked to you about, he's actually besides helping me as, you know, in the off season with our summer leagues and stuff with the JV, and I got the varsity, he actually trains our kids, but he charges them like 15 bucks an hour for, you know, like individual training.
Right.
We do team practices. We don't charge anybody. Everything's free. But if kids want extra individual training, he's doing that. He's taken quite a few of the kids and they're really looking good. And he's a big, strong dude that played in one of your schools in Wisconsin. I forgot Nor something. Anyways,
Okay.
and back in the day. But anyways, I'm wondering, it's either me or him. If my job is so busy, as you know, and I'm already
Yeah.
putting in at least 3 or 4 days into this, but he has a lot more time. I'm wondering if I should pay him to weight train these guys.
Yeah, I would do it as a group though. I would try to get in and say, hey, I want you to work them all out.
Yeah, he will.
And then, you know, pay him 50, 60 bucks an hour, whatever. And then just say, hey, twice a week, do this. It will be a good bonding thing too. If he'll make more because he's getting paid more per hour.
Yes.
And yeah, I would definitely do that. Especially if you think he's competent and knows. Yeah, I would definitely.
Oh, no, he's very competent. He's very competent. I was gonna give him about 200 bucks a month, but I don't, for like 2 hours a week.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, because that's way more than. Anyways, so okay, you think that is a good idea? So a couple hours a week, every week. If we were consistent with that, we'll get some gains. My question, and then when the regular season starts, I wanted to ask you, so I don't ask you again. You were doing like half an hour, 45 minutes twice a week with your guys?
Yeah, and we were doing some maintaining. We're gonna do a little bit more this year. I don't do it. I try to, I mean, I definitely don't do it on game day. You can. I will do a light lift the day before a game. 2 days is, I mean, again, you're not getting stronger from November to March. You're maintaining. You're not losing, is what that's the hope.
Okay. So if I can fit it in, and maybe I might just.
You can even do it in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, I might just continue to pay him then. Who knows? Maybe that's what I need to do, because with practices and all, we'll see. We'll figure that one out. Okay. Okay. A few more questions. I got off season, getting it all in. So gym time's at a premium. We get about 3 hours. And so he takes an hour and a half because we have a huge group this year. So we can't do it all together. Yep. So he takes an hour and a half and I take an hour and a half. I'm finding when I'm trying to do an hour and a half, I cannot get everything in. Any suggestions? Like, we're only getting in maybe to the gym once or twice a week because we're also.
What are you trying to get in?
I guess what am I trying to do this season? I have maybe the possibility of having 2 bigs this year. I have 1 big and I have another big. So I'm trying to maybe, besides a 5 out, which we do your 5 out, the three rule offense. But this year I want to do a little bit more posting up, even with my smalls. So I'm trying to get a little bit more offense. I'm trying to do what you normally would do. But
yeah. Lots of shots. You're trying to. Yeah.
You can't do it all.
You can't do it all. You can't do it all. So on the drive home tonight and the way home from work today, think about the 3 biggest weaknesses of your team and work on those 3 things.
Okay, let me write that down.
So you're driving home, just think of your team and what are the 3 things they're not good at that you can help them with. And that's what I would lean into for the next month.
Okay. I heard I'm a big fan of your 5-minute broadcast. And you mentioned the things that you concentrate on is 1, your turnovers are a big no-no for you. I got that. And I learned that from you. Is there an assist to turnover ratio you're looking for, or how many turnovers?
No, less than between 10 and 12 turnovers a game is what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at total turnovers.
You're not looking at assists.
No, well, and again, we play 2 18-minute halves, so we're a little bit longer than you probably. Okay. So I would think less than 10 turnovers a game. I don't get into the specifics of types of turnovers and those things. We're at 12, I think 12 turnovers a game is what we want. 12 or less we'll win if we have 12 or less for the most part.
So you're playing 36 minutes. I play 32. So you would say 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All
single digits. That's easier for them to remember. Okay. Single digits.
All right, now how about this? You say another area you concentrate on is offensive rebounds. I've never concentrated on. I want to learn more about that from you right now.
Yeah. Let me think about that. So offensive rebounding. Why do I think it's important? First of all, I'm just putting my thoughts here. I think it's important because they're easy buckets and it's easy to convince them. Every drill that you do, you have to attack, and you have to basically make them go to the offensive glass on every drill that you do. And like I said in that podcast, every offensive rebound is theirs. They can do whatever it's free points for them. So it's easy to crash 3 to the offensive glass. Now, you're going to find a couple gals are really good at it, but I'm on them about offensive glass all the time. And usually it's 2 guys that are my offensive rebounders, and I've got an assistant coach on them all the time.
Okay. All right, good. Next thing, just because I got 3 minutes. Offensive off season. Okay, here's what I'm dealing with in the off season. So I have a small group of players that make up my team that I can count on. I have some fringe players that give me 12, but I really only have like 6 or 7 that are varsity level. And so I've got kids whose parents are sick or grandpa comes into town. And since we're only practicing maybe once or twice a week, but we're playing two times a week, they may miss a practice. I'm just wondering, what do you think about what should be my off-season missed practice rules in games when you have such a small group and your second group is so weak? I mean, I'm going to tell you what happened last night. In my 2 minutes I have left, I gave my fringe players 2 minutes, and within 2 minutes they helped lose a 12-point lead, and we lost the game by 6.
I know. Summer's so hard though. You don't want to punish Summer. Like, I get it. It's yeah. I mean, I don't want to punish them. I mean, they got to still be kids.
Okay, so don't punish them for missing practice. Just play with the guys that show up. Okay. Fringe players, last thing in the last minute and a half that I have. What do we do with these fringe players? I have guys who barely learned how to play basketball a year ago. And and they're so enthusiastic. These guys never miss practice.
I know, they never do they? Are they going to be senior? Are they going to be seniors?
Juniors. But these guys didn't even get much playing time on JV, but I don't put any juniors on the JV team, even in the summer, because we have too many kids we have 20 kids on that JV team, and they're good. I have some really good players on the JV team. I can't, you know what I mean? What do you do with I haven't been playing them much, and I've been very frank with them.
Yeah, that I do that. Be frank. You can't play them very much. What in future years, I'd find another league for them to play in.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would find a different league for them to play in, and have your guy, like maybe a lower level. That's what we send them to, a different league, and just to let them play. And let them improve.
Oh my God, you're worth every penny that I paid.
I'm not.
You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
All right.
I know you're busy.
No problem. We'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah, I went horseback. Hold on, I got something.
Hey, Coach, so happy you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.